Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another episode of the Most Offensive Podcast. I'm Slimmy V, and today I am going to be talking about life and the things in it, the decisions that you make that might not work. We all have a choice to make in life. We all are going to make thousands upon thousands on top of millions of choices. It's our choice, and we have to deal with the consequences. There are consequences to every decision that you make in life. You choose to go to school, just know that when you are choosing to go to school, you're going to acquire debt. And that is something that you might have. You're going to buy a new car or even a used car, just know that you're going to acquire debt. You want to buy a house, have a mortgage, you're going to acquire debt. You want to take a loan out from a credit card, just know that you're going to acquire debt. And when you do, that's on you. That is your responsibility to pay for those things. You do not get to take those loans out and then complain as to why you got to pay them. Everybody goes through this. You go into a university. If you're going to go away, you're going to get a dorm and you're going to go to a university. So you got to set aside to take a loan for those two things, for school and dormitory. And just know that just maybe you might not get a job. You're not promised a job after you go to school. That's a decision that you make. It is a chance that you take. Life is a crapshoot. That's what happens. It might not go according to plan. It might not. So you got to be prepared just in case things don't go according to how you would like it to go, right? Fantasy. You go to school, you get a great job, then you get a family, right? Decisions. You have to own up to it. It is yours. You made that choice. Nobody put a gun to your head to go to school or to take a loan out for a car, a house. Nobody told you to have sex without a condom, right? This is a choice that you made, right? You have a man or you have a woman and you choose to have sex. You choose whether to wear a condom or not. That is your choice. The consequences might result in two things, right? It might result in having a child, in which you have to pay for later, or it might result in you having an STD, right? Or VD, whatever you want to call it. But it is the decisions that you make in life that brings these consequences to pass, right? You have to think about these things before you make those decisions that, there are these things that might happen. You don't always have a do-over. You don't always get to say, pause, hold on, stop. I didn't want this. I didn't ask for this. But you did make a conscious decision knowing what you was getting into. And if you don't, then the next time you make a decision, you need to talk it out. Have a contingency plan, right? Just in case this happens, right? This is why mama and pops always taught you to save for a rainy day. A rainy day might be maybe a decision that you made in the past came and caught up to you. Okay? So you're human. You're going to make mistakes. No one is telling you that you have to be perfect. But you have to think about the decisions that you make in life. Okay? You just can't walk through life just thinking that everything that you do is going to work out. It doesn't work like that. You know, there are going to be mistakes. There are going to be some negative impacts, right? There are going to be certain things that you have no control over. But you can control your thoughts, right? And there are people that saying, oh, why do you have to plan for everything? Why do you got to be careful with every single thing? No one is saying on this short little podcast to be careful as to how you plan your life, like every single step of the way. No one is saying that. But you got to have a contingency plan. You got to be responsible with the decisions that you make in life. Okay? Just because you make a decision, it's not going to happen the way you would like it to happen. Okay? Things can go wrong. And that is why you have to plan. And like they always say, right? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Correct? So in this case, there are many decisions that you come across that you need a plan. Okay? What else? You want to get married? You have to plan for that. You just can't get married, right? If you are going to have this lavish wedding, just know that you're going to have to pay that back. The same thing with life insurance, right? You take life insurance to protect your loved ones from having to pay for your death. This is a contingency. Let me take life insurance to protect my family, because if I die, I don't want them to have to worry about casket costs, graveyard costs, funeral costs, church, all of those things. Okay? After dinner funeral eatings. Right? You prepare all of this. Okay? So there's plans in every aspect of your life, even in death. Okay, so this is what I wanted to actually speak about today is plan. Okay, bad things don't just happen. It's because you failed to plan, which is why it seems like bad things are happening. Try to prepare yourself. Try to plan. Write it out. Look at it. Analyze it. And then make sure that it's something that you are willing to take. And if you do take it, how much money you have to cover your mistake. If you go to school and things don't turn out right, do you have money to cover that? If you take out a mortgage for a home and you lose your job, right? It's a choice that you've made. You having a child, but you don't have a job. It's a choice that you made. You know, and I'm not saying this to put anyone down. I go through this, and most of the time I'm talking to myself when I'm looking at my mistakes and the thing I've done, the decisions I've made came back to roost. Then I have to pay for those. I don't have anybody to help me. I don't have anyone bailing me out. You know? So, again, this is not to knock anyone who've made decisions that they felt was good for them, right? And it turned out that it may not have been the best choice. Plan. Write it out. Analyze it. Make sure that you go through every scenario whatsoever. Try to do that. Okay? Last thing that you want is to fail and not know how to get back on your feet. Okay? And it's okay to fail as long as you learn from it. Okay? But if you keep repeating the same mistake over and over and over, that is the definition of insanity. And you do not want to be looked on or called crazy or a lunatic. All right, so this is what I got for you today. These are hardcore things that I'm telling you. I know it could hurt inside. It hurts. It hurts. It's supposed to hurt because it's supposed to make you better. It's supposed to make me better. But if you're not offended, You're not listening. This is the most offensive podcast ever. I'm Slimmy V. God bless, stress less, and let Yahweh give you rest. I'm out. Peace.